I have printed out this really cute bag pattern because in my mind I want to be able to make a bag out of this fabric. I'm not sure if I have enough, so I'm just going to show you guys really quickly. I printed out the pattern. I am going to cut off this piece here. Where it's red, I'm going to cut that. That is now cut off. And I'm going to tape it on top of this pattern piece right here, right where it all lines up. That looks good. And we're going to put some tape on that. And that just totally moved. That's good enough. And I'll tape the back. And then I will cut out this shape really quickly. And now we appear to have our pattern, so we can now figure out what we're really working with here. So it looks like I need a 14 by at least 14 by 14 piece of fabric. 14, that's a little over 3. It's over 3/8, so I guess like a half. It's like a half a yard. I think we'll do this. I think. Let me figure it out for a second. So this is going to be my first 4x4 layout. I'm going to just quickly sew that together, and then I'm going to lay out my next 4x4, and that will be the front and the back. And then here's a really quick tip. I put these little clippies, or you can use a pen if you're scared you're going to iron these clippies. But when I'm doing blocks like this, if you just put one on either end and take it over to the sewing machine, you always know which direction to hit your seams. And so I get very confused with that. And so it's a way that helps me. Here is the first one. That's the first panel, and this is going to be the second panel. So my things are all pressed out, and they are pressed out flat. I did the seams to join the rows. I pressed those open. And now I'm getting ready to press this SF101 to the back of this to go on ahead and give it a stabilizer. Okay. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we will cut out our shapes for the front and then assemble. Should be easy. So this is the front, and remember this part here, even though it looks like nope, this part here is going to be the bottom. And since my bag is going to be directional, I need to make sure that I do this properly. And this has the interfacing on the back, so I'm going to fold this in half, wrong sides together, I guess. And I'm folding it right on that seam there, trying to anyway. And I am going to place this way. And I'm going to put my pattern weight on here. And I am going to cut this bad boy out. Okay. Let's see. So cute. Oh my goodness. Why is this bag so cute? Love it. I am assuming that this is going to go like this, and I am assuming that this is going to go like this. I can't believe I cut those upside down. Yes, I can. I've met me before. All right, let me check the directions, and we will figure out what we are going to do next. First, I'm going to press out these seams because I'm sure those shouldn't be there. So yes, I am right. We are going to take these lining pieces and we are going to put them right sides together. And we're going to do the same thing with these front and back pieces. And then we are going to sew from this point right here down, bottom, and back up. So again, we are going to sew right here, down, and the whole bottom. That's that. Both of these pieces. 1/4 inch seam. Back stitching right here. Okay, now we have sewn these sides together, and it says to cut the bottom and the side corners. It says trim them. So I'm going to assume that they just want us to cut off just a little bit to give us some room for turning. What is that? I feel a knot. There we go. And so we're not going to cut into our stitch line. We're just going to leave some room there. Do not cut your stitching. I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch left. Hopefully you can see that. Can you see it? I hope you can. That's all I'm leaving. And I'm going to go on ahead and take this corner off too. Am I going to take that corner off? It says the bottom and the sides. I feel like we've got more sewing to do up there. No, I'm going to leave that one. And I'm going to take this bottom off here. And we are just reducing bulk. Oops. Now it's time to take this bag. You know, I am just going to take off just a touch. I'm going to shave this side. Just a touch here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a little taper. I'm going to give this guy just a little taper. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn it right sides out, and I'm going to use my little point turner to just push out everything. And I'm just turning just the right side of the front fabric, the outer fabric. give me a second to zhuzh and push out these corners as much as I can without poking a hole in it. Okay, now that I've gotten these pushed out nice and pretty, it wants me to take this and put it inside of the lining so that the right sides are together. I could have put a pocket on this, but I need to stop pretending like I know how to do things. But in my mind, I could have just sewn something, anyway, to the lining. It just feels like that should have been something I could have done. Pretending like I know how to do things. Okay, I'm trying to get it in here like a pillowcase. Give me a minute to get it in there good. Okay, so this is fitting weird because it should. But what I'm going to do is, this is the outside. I'm just going to take these two and I'm going to pin, because we're just going to sew across here, across the top, and we're going to back stitch at the beginning and the end. So I'm just going to throw some pins in here across the top. Got it. And I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to pin the same thing here. And this should be a really fast, easy sew right across the top. Now it's saying trim these corners here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and trim this corner here. Okay. And now we've got to turn the bag right side out through the holes that have been left open. So we're going to just rotate that out like that. And then we are going to push this down the way it's supposed to go. And then we're going to give it a nice press because we don't want to lose this shape. This shape is important. So I'm going to roll this out and fuss with it a bit and give it a nice, beautiful press, okay? So now that I've given it a press and everything seems to be laying flat and inside, it says to take these raw edges, which would be this side and this side right here, and turn them in 1/4 of an inch, and then press it again, and then top stitch around this whole bag. And I'm like, well, how do I do that? Because I know this has got to remain open. So do I just have no idea exactly how I'm going to do that, but so far this bag is too cute, so we're going to keep pushing. Now, putting together this bag was really simple. Turning it took me a little bit, but I just enlisted the help of my lovely fabric fuse, and that made it nice and easy for me to get some clean turns in here, and it's turned. So the bag, I top stitched just right through here. I'm sure that's what they meant. I'm sure nobody meant to come all the way down here and do all that. I just don't think that's what I was supposed to do. If I was, well, these are the handles that I got. I got 3 different sets of handles from Amazon, and the ones that I'm going to use, and they're all different shapes, which is kind of cool, but these are much smaller. These are about 5. This one here this is like a 5 by 3. This one here is a 4 and it's not even 4 1/2. It might be 4 1/4. So we're going to use this one right here, which I believe are the largest ones. And they come in at about 5 3/4. And so, actually, I bought some wooden ones too. Let's look at the wooden ones before I choose those. So, these are the ones that I'm thinking about going with, but I also purchased these. These all came from Amazon, and I think these are the same size as the ones that they actually use, which is like 5.5 or 5.25. So, I just need to make a decision. That looks very serious. This feels a little lighter and cuter for me, and this one feels kind of funky. So let's see which one I choose. So it says to fold this over to meet the first dip here, which should be around here, which is fine. I think it'll be okay if we guesstimate this part. So it says to put it in here, fold it over, and sew 1/4 inch away from the top. Oh, this is cute. Shit's cute. Now, how on earth am I supposed to sew this? I don't know. It'll be scrunched up. It'll be scrunched up anyway, so I think it will be fine. I am going to mark on both sides where I want this first bend to go, or where I want it to match up. I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to mark where I want mine to land. I want mine to land a little higher right here. And if we put that there, and we're going to put this here, and we are going to flip it, and I want this right here, and I want this one right here. So now I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine. Wish me luck. It probably isn't as difficult as I'm thinking. I just have to go slow. What would happen if I put it this way? It would be ugly. Don't do that. Okay. Always trying to be creative. Okay, and I'm going to match it up to this right here. And I'm going to stick a pin right there. And I think it'll be fine. And I'm just going to work my way all the way around. And I think, again, it'll be fine. All right. Little Hexie bag is complete. It's really cute. Things that I would have done differently. These half square triangles, which are super cute, I wish I had put some more down here lower so that you could really see that that's what I did, because I actually pieced this. This doesn't need to be pieced. I mean, you might have something that you want to, that's not true. Do your thing. It's just, I feel like I lost some of my design, you know? I think it's so cute. Gotta pick out a little bit here. It's cute. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a cutie patootie. I love this line. I think it looks just cool. I think it's a cool bag. Of course, I need to put some stuff in there so that it can, you know, droop and hang and whatnot, but I think this bag is too cute. Too cute. And it really wasn't difficult to do. Turning the edges was the most difficult part. Doing this here, this was not super difficult, I didn't think. I don't know that I would use such a heavy lining. I use a SF101. If there's something lighter, I might have used that. Although this feels really well constructed, I must say. And it is cute. So cute. Okay, Well, that's done. That was fun. Project accomplished. I'm going to take some pictures of this guy and then that'll be that. Let me know if you try it.